Libra tribe. How's it going? I'm so grateful you're here with me. How is everyone? Sorry, Giz. He said he was a little too close to that candle. He was feeling a little hot. All right, we are going to do all signs tonight. I'm going to start doing this as close to the end of the month as possible. We're going to do all 12 zodiac signs predictions for the upcoming month. Let me see who's in the room. Then I'm going to do my quick little spiel. So, all signs, timestamps will be in the description box after the video gets uploaded from YouTube, so I can timestamp it and you can watch all of your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever you would like to watch. All right, the voodoo I do is a little different. I know everybody gets confused. I read by element and I go water, air, earth, and then fire, okay? So that's the order that we're going to do it tonight. Hello, Heart Angel. Hello, Moxie. In this Leo season, happy birthday to all of you Leos. Just me, hello. Hi, Sierra. Hi, Moxie. Hi, Scorpio. Who else we got in here? Hi, Sai. Hi, Mariana. Hello. Welcome in, Mariana. Who else do we got here tonight? Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Hey, Jen D. Hey, Alabaster. Hi, June. Hi, Bunny. Two very special Leo season birthdays that I want to announce tonight. First is our very own Bunny Rabbit, the queen of bingo, our official Morgan Black Tarot band hammer, and my favorite Gen Zer. Please welcome her and wish her a very happy birthday. Bunny, thank you so much for all you do to keep this circus in check. So grateful for you. Give Bunny a big happy birthday. And also to Alicia, my sister from another mother. Stevie Nicks' doppelganger, the gypsy queen of gypsy queens. Miss Alicia will also be celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Thank you for all that you do for me and for the tribe and for the channel. I love you two very much. Hello, Rose Fine. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Cristobal. Hi, Allie. Welcome. I believe I did see that Bunny did put up a bingo. Did I see that? Bunny may have put up a bingo for this evening. She has us on our official New Orleans bingo board now. She just put it up. If you would like to follow along. All right, let's do this, y'all. Let's see what's going on in the month of August for all signs. Again, once the video is done processing through YouTube, I will go back and timestamp it for you. If you can't hang out or you would like to look at your energy check-ins throughout the month. All right, we are going to go to Pisces first because Pisces is always last, so I do it first around here. I'm also a Pisces, so. I gotta keep it real for my Piscean brothers and sisters. All right, what's happening in the month of August? What's the energy for Pisces? What's going on with my Pisces tribe? Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in. Spicy Pisces. That's right. What's this, Pisces? First out, we got Courage. Can I have two more for Pisces, please? Shadow. Oh, Pisces. Courage and Shadow. What's happening? We also have the 8-8 portal this month. I was channeling that, I feel like, a lot in last month's read. So Might do an extra message at the end about the 8-8 portal. All right, something's veiled in your shadow, Pisces, and you're going to have some courage to take a look at it this month. Oh, what is this about, Pisces? We got courage, shadow, and veiled. Pisces is about to tell somebody off? What's going on here? Let's look at what's in your shadow first, Pisces. Tell me what's in the shadow for Pisces in the month of August, please. What's in the shadow for Pisces in August? One more, please. Pisces, you're going to experience something this month that might knock you off your square for a moment, okay? We're going to look into the veiled to get a little more into seeing what this is, but I'm looking at the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So there's something that's going to catch you off guard, that's going to ask you to stay balanced so it doesn't rock your joy and it also does not cause anxiety. But it feels like you're going to have there's a potential for this to be an aha moment, right? If we're courageous enough to look at it, to look at what in the shadow could possibly be triggering us like this. So let me get into the veiled. Let's find out what this is. Let's see if we can unveil what this is. It's a choice with the Lovers card. Tell me more about this choice that Pisces is going to have to make. The universe. Tell me more about this choice that Pisces is going to have to make in the month of August, please. All right, Pisces. Pisces, this is going to be a big month for you. Okay? Oh, geez, I got to be careful showing you all these cards. YouTube is throwing the ban hammer. Okay, Pisces, I'm looking at the Lovers and the Universe card. There's going to be a choice about closing a cycle. A cycle to where it's going to lead you, though, to your 10 of Cups and an Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning towards something that is going to be extremely emotionally fulfilling with the 10 of Cups. Why is this veiled? Why is closing this cycle veiled, though, Pisces? Why is closing this cycle veiled? What is veiled about this choice that's coming up? Prince of Wands and the High Priestess. It's not veiled to the High Priestess. Why the Prince of Wands? Pisces, you have the Princess of Cups, the Empress, and the High Priestess. There could not be more cards that are pointing to your intuition here. So the message here, Pisces, is trust your intuition 100% this month. Do not question it. Because there's something around a Prince of Wands energy, something that you're not seeing, this 4 of Cups in reverse. We're going to talk more about this Prince of Wands, but there's something about a Prince of Wands and somewhere that you need to close a cycle so you can go on to a new beginning. There's an energetic block here. Tell me about this Prince of Wands energy that thinks they're veiled to the Pisces High Priestess, but really isn't. It's an Emperor in reverse, Pisces. It's an Emperor in reverse. The 3 of Cups, the Emperor in reverse, and the 7 of Swords. What is this Emperor in reverse planning here with this 7 of Swords? They're trying to be strategic about something. Why the King of Cups with the Magician in reverse? Prince of Pentacles. Pisces, there's a Prince of Wands, Emperor in reverse energy this month that is going to make you an offer. Choose wisely. Because what it feels like, Pisces, is that this offer with the Prince of Pentacles, which may seem steadfast, which may seem reliable, there's really a Magician in reverse energy here, okay? They're masking as a King of Cups. They've got the nice guy mask on. They got the nice guy mask on. They want to offer you something. okay? They believe that it's veiled from you, Pisces. That's why the veiled card came up. But you're showing up here as the high priestess. Nothing is getting by you. But I'm getting the sense that you've known this energy for a while, whether personal or work, because closing a cycle with this energy leads to a new beginning with a 10 of Cups. So be cautious, use your discernment on what offers come in this month. It is going to trigger something in your shadow. Let's dive just a little more into this. You're going to be asked to stay balanced. You're going to be asked to stay in your high priestess energy, okay? Your all-knowing stoic energy, okay? No RBFs, okay? No resting bitch faces, no looks of surprise. When this offer comes in, you are going to analyze it and you're going to act like a high priestess. You're going to take in the information, make your decision whether to close this cycle or not. Tell me more about what this is going to trigger in the shadow for Pisces. Oh, the devil. Judgment, the devil, and the Prince of Swords, Pisces. You've been around this mountain before. When this person comes in with this offer, your shadow is going to be triggered because you've been around this mountain before with somebody else, Pisces. You're going to be asked to call judgment. You're in self-awareness, okay? Judgment on this offer, but also judgment on yourself. Judgment on yourself, Pisces, that you've been around this mountain before. There's no reason for it to trigger any kind of devil energy in you. By devil energy, I mean self-sabotaging is what's coming up. No matter what this person says or does, no matter whether you choose to reject the offer or not, do not let it trigger any sort of self-sabotaging behavior in you, Pisces, okay? Be self-aware of what's being offered to you and also aware of self, okay? Tell me, why are we looking at the courage? Why is it going to take courage for Pisces to make this decision in this month? Oh, the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, because you're going to learn a hard truth. You're going to learn a hard truth, and this has to do with multiple parties. So let me clarify this Three of Pentacles anymore, but there's multiple parties tied to this offer, multiple people you may know tied to this offer that comes in by an Emperor in reverse. And you're going to find out the truth about a group of people when you spy what this person thinks they have veiled from you, which they don't. Tell me more about this Three of Pentacles. Tell me more about this community. Five of Cups. Some of them are already in regret because you're the Queen of Cups. Oh. Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups again, Pisces, and Queen of Cups. This is an emotional offer. Somebody's coming in to play off of your emotions. They're going to utilize, they know something about your emotions and your emotional space, and they're going to utilize that, which is part of the reason why it's going to trigger your shadow and why you're going to have the courage to either close this cycle or start a new cycle. That you have to use your discernment for. But what I will say, Pisces, is you have the 10 of Cups here twice. Pisces are supposed to live in the 10 of Cups. We are the kings and queens of intuition, of the 12th house, of the mystery, and of the emotional space. And that's where you're supposed to be living. There are some people that are already in regret about this offer that's coming towards you from this community, because they know in their knowing, in their deepest, darkest places, that it's wrong. But you're going to get illuminated to this. Everything that you already they believe is veiled about this, you know is not, or you're going to know the minute that you see this person or they open your mouth. So keeping the shadow in check, keeping the emotions in check, staying in that high priestess energy, that high priestess that you are. You already know, Pisces. Nobody can get one over on you, okay, is what I'm seeing here. This is going to be, though, you've been here, done this before with this Emperor in reverse energy or energies like this. So it may trigger something in the shadow. Know that it's your shadow, Pisces. Okay? Pisces, it's rare that I say this because I'm all about personal growth and accountability in tarot readings, but in this situation, what I see in these cards is it's not you, it's them, Pisces. So stay strong, use your discernment. All right. Cancer. What's up with Cancer? Hello, Miss Jamie. Hello, Alicia. Welcome in. Welcome in. If anyone else has snuck in while I was doing that reading and I did not say hi, hello. All right, what's up with Cancer? What does Cancer need to know in this month of August, this Leo season, this 8/8 portal that's coming up? What's going on with Cancer? What's up with Cancer? Tell me what Cancer needs to hear. What is the Cancer collective news? Psychic growth. Oh, I like this. Tell me more. It's too many. Can I have one more, please? Can I have one more, please? Hi, Pamela. Welcome in, Pamela. Yes, you are right on time for Cancer. Let me have one more card for Cancer, please, for their energy for this month of August time. I'm looking at psychic growth and time, Cancer. Cancer, there's been a growth in the emotional space for you that in due time, in the month of August, you are going to see a massive change in your connection, in your psychic abilities, in your sixth senses. Tell me about this growth in the emotional space for Cancer. Tell me about the growth in this emotional space for Cancer, please. Oh, Cancer. Oh, Cancer. I love this. We have the horned one, the 8 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. Okay, this is what I love, Cancer, because Cancer's, man, Cancers are so deep in their feels. You rule the feels, okay? Pisces tends to rule those liminal spaces, but it's a bit different. You definitely rule the feels here. And what this is showing me is not only has there been a ton of growth, okay? I feel like they're telling me this is 5 years. For many of you Cancers, this is a 5-year season that has come to a close, and you're about to experience the fruit of the growth that you've done in the emotional space. All of the things that you've emotionally walked away from with this 8 of Cups, with this 9 of Wands. See how he's sending all of those, he's sending all those wands right back through the mirror, okay? All of those words, all of those daggers, all of those things that he does not want to bring into the unconscious, subconscious, or conscious mind. He's learned to send right back through that mirror, okay? And here's what I love, is you've been doing it like a boss, okay? With the horned one, with this Capricorn energy. I like this. There's been a lot of growth in understanding not to allow your emotions to rule your physical manifestations. That is a huge, huge lesson for Cancer. To be able to be emotionally intelligent, to be able to stay balanced in emotion and logic and not let the emotional energy run the space. And there's something about a 5-year cycle. You have closed a 5-year cycle. Some hard lessons in that, okay? Tell me more about what was closed over this time, over this 5-year cycle that I'm healing here with the time card for Cancer. Tell me more about this time card. I like it. I like it. Oh my God, I love this. I love this. Queen of Wands, the Fool, the Six of Pentacles. Cancer, this is you owning your energy, okay? This has nothing to do with whether you're male or female. The Queen of Wands energy knows how effing fabulous that she is, no matter what anyone says or does. This is owning your emotions. This is owning your emotions, Cancer, and then utilizing them for gain. Gain in a good way. Gain in a way, man, I get this sense of like, you're not guarding your heart anymore, okay, with this Fool energy, because you're so grounded in self at this time with the Queen of Wands. And with the Six of Pentacles, you're really clear what you're going after, who you're going after, what you want, who you want. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's also showing me, Cancer, that you've spent a lot of time working on your values in the emotional space, your values in relationships with other people, and what these now values are, even though you may not feel them in your present space, is exactly what you're manifesting, because you're standing in this Queen of Wands energy. You're taking a leap to something with this Fool energy. What is Cancer taking a leap towards in the month of August with this Fool energy? Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, Prince of Wands, the Magician. Cancer, there's a cycle. There's something over the past 5 years that you've been up in your head about that you have finally put the Ten of Swords in. You have decided that it's finished with this Ten of Swords, which starts a whole new cycle. This whole new cycle is bringing your fire back with the Prince of Wands and turning you into the Magician. This is what I mean. There's been this mastery in the emotional space. Mastery in the emotional space is required to become the Magician, to manifest the life that you want. And that's exactly what you're doing right now, Cancer. You are standing, I got the chills. You're standing in the Queen of Wands and the Magician energy. Okay? This is starting for you. Cancer, there's something happening in the 8-8 portal for you. Tell me about this Psychic card. This is cleared out so much energetic space that you're going to feel a massive shift in your intuition this month, your intuitive abilities, your psychic abilities, whatever clairs that you have, whatever gifts of communication that you have. Tell me more about this for Cancer in the month of August. And this isn't just luck, Cancer, is what I'm hearing. You've done a lot of hard work to close a 5-year cycle to get to this space. Tell me more about this Psychic card for Cancer. Oh, Temperance. Temperance is representative of the High Priestess in this deck. Okay? She has the fire and the water balance. And this is actually, that's a repeat of what we just saw. Your water was putting out your fire, Cancer, and you put 10 swords into something and changed that for yourself and has done an incredible amount of work in the emotional space. The Strength card, I love it, and the 9 of Cups. This 9 of Cups energy is very important to be in for the psychic and intuitive gifts. This joy, this flow on the way to the wish fulfillment. And they're telling me for some of you, you're going to see a major change in your divination practices. As you can see here, she's reading some tarot cards. They're pointing that out to me. And with the Strength card, okay, your resilience is about to pay off here, Cancer. Oh my God, I love it. The Death card and the Ace of Pentacles. Major transition. Major transition. Cancer, you need to celebrate yourself this month. You need to celebrate yourself this month. You're in the new beginning. You've closed a major, major cycle. And there's an ace here for you. There's an ace here for you. There's an ace of pentacles. Give me one more on this ace of pentacles, please, for Cancer. Tell me more about, what does this ace of pentacles have to do with the psychic abilities? We have the Fool here again. Cancer, if you have been having a hard time, if you've been in the void, yeah, they're repeating a message now with the 10 of Swords again and the Fool card. If you feel like you've been in a void, Cancer, know that your fire is coming back. Your fire is coming back this month. You have put the death to everything that you need to. You've closed a 5-year cycle. You've done a lot of growth work here. You're going to see a massive bump in your psychic abilities, your clairvoyance, okay? Because of all this energetic space that you've freed up, enabling you to manifest the things that you want to manifest. And this fire, baby, this is the energy. This is the out-facing energy to the world. Okay, this Queen of Wands and this Fool card. I love it. I love it. Congratulations, Cancer. You need to celebrate yourself this month, okay? Your hard work is paid off. This is not luck. That's what they said. This was not luck, Cancer. All right, Scorpio. It's the Scorpio tribe. Hi, Julie. Hi, James. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, Stewie. If anyone else snuck in and I didn't see while I was doing Cancer's reading, welcome in. Hi, Bethany, welcome. All right, what's going on for Scorpio in the month of August? What's happening with the Scorpio tribe? What's going on with Scorpio for the month of August? Karmic path. What else we got here? Ooh, truth, air, gratitude. Scorpio, what this is telling me is that you are in a new timeline. You're not about to hop timelines. You're not in multiple timelines. You are in a timeline that is aligned with your truth, Scorpio. Must have burned off a bunch of karma this life and others. Air and gratitude. Something about your air energy. Let's dive into this a little more. Tell me about the truth. Tell me about this timeline right now. Tell me the truth of this timeline for Scorpio in the month of August. Tell me what this truth is. Tell me what the truth of this time, the High Priest. 3 of Swords, Prince of Wands. The Chariot, the Empress. Scorpio, you, oh my God, Scorpios, you're so intense. Your emotional energy is so intense, okay? What this is showing me with the Chariot, the Prince of Wands, and the 3 of Swords, it's not only that you've mastered your emotional space, Scorpio, but this is like, there's something coming into your, you're going onto a new karmic path. And understand when I'm saying karma, okay, karma isn't always bad, right? Like people usually, because we say the word karmic a lot, like if someone's karmic, this is not a bad lesson. This is like, you have mastered the emotional space. You've mastered relationships. You've also mastered your logic and you've mastered your tongue. And because of that, you're standing in this High Priest energy, okay? You're standing in your true timeline. I feel like it's taken multiple lifetimes to get to this truth timeline, this truth that you're choosing to live. I'm going to clarify your energy a little bit more with that High Priest, and I'm not quite sure, I haven't gotten a download yet while the Empress is sitting here, but this is, You're on a timeline right now, Scorpio, that has cleared up. You've just completed lifetimes of karmic lessons. This is interesting, too, because what they're showing me is they're showing me this is more than just a mastery over emotions. This is... Give me another one on this Three of Swords, because I'm feeling something, there's something else with this mastery over emotions. Tell me more about this Three of Swords on this karmic path. Ace of Cups, Prince of Pentacles. Prince of Swords. You've mastered relationships here, Scorpio, is what I see. Relationships of all kinds is what they're showing me here. Friendships, business partnerships, intimate partner relationships. I mean, congratulations. How fabulous is that? Like, if you've gotten all of that out of the way. And that's why I keep seeing air, air, sword, 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 swords. Because for water signs that are known for their emotions, a huge lesson for us over lifetimes is learning to balance that with swords, or knowing to put swords in front of cups. Okay? So there's this emotional mastery, there's an emotional freedom here, not shutting off your emotions, not because that wouldn't make you the high priest. You still need that element to be living in your truth as the high priest. So what's with the Empress? Why do we have an Empress here with the High Priest on this new karmic timeline? This true timeline. Living in your truth. Who's this Empress? Nine of Pentacles. Temperance. The High Priestess. Six of Pentacles. For some of you Scorpios, you are going to be meeting a single Empress who is standing in this mini Empress energy right now in the Nine of Pentacles. This, we call this the mini Empress in tarot, okay? This is double confirmation that this person is an Empress energy. Empress energy meaning that they embody all of the queens of the deck. Also self-sufficient, self-loving, creative, motherly, etc., etc. And with the Six of Pentacles, this Six of Pentacles had been coming out a lot in collective readings. And I keep getting these downloads about the sacredness of equal give and take, and understanding how sacred that is in relationships, and how that really looks like love, not self-sacrifice, but equally giving and taking to ourselves and others. Looks very different than self-sacrifice. And we have a high priest and a high priestess here on the table. What else does the high priest need to know here? So you may be potentially coming into some kind of partnership here this month, Scorpio, with someone. We have the Hanged Man, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Scorpio, you've gone in for such a higher perspective on relationships of all kinds in this life and in previous lives, that there's going to be nothing but balance. There's going to be nothing but balance and beauty in your relationships going forward in this life. And this is coming out in August reading because there's something about this coming in August for you. Tell me about this gratitude card. Tell me about this gratitude card. The Chariot, the High Priestess, and the Six of Wands, Scorpio. This High Priestess is coming in quick. You have a victory in some form of union with a High Priestess, Scorpio, because of your gratitude, because of your patience, because of your logic, because of you getting through these karmic cycles so that you can live in your truth. And obviously, Scorpio tribe, Scorpio collective, this is quite important to you, because I very much get the sense that you've been working lifetimes towards this. All right. Okay, we're going to go to air signs next. Air signs. Gemini, you are up, Gemini. Hey, Bethany, what's happening? Welcome in, Bethany. Yes, thank you, Bunny. Please remember to like and subscribe to help support your YouTubers. We very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Helps us on the back end, helps more people see our videos. Reciprocity is good stuff, isn't it? Good way to put it, Scorpio. Alabaster, I love to hear that. I love that you love being in the skin you're in, as we all should, because that's what we're rocking right now, right? That's what we're rocking. No reason to be hating. All right, Gemini. Gemini. Uh-oh, Gemini. I feel like I got this for you last month, Gemini. Water, full moon, nature, spirits. Okay, Gemini, something is happening here in this 8-8 portal. The next full moon is on August 9th, Gemini, and the 8-8 portal. There's some kind of transmutation to your water energy here coming in the full moon. You've got some Fae helping you out at this time. Whatever Gemini I'm talking to, you're working with the Fae. And also, this is going to be grounding. This is really interesting. If you're a Gemini and you're watching this, I do suggest going back and actually watching last month's All Signs. The reason why I'm saying that is because it was literally a reversal of what this is. I can't tell you exactly what the message is right now, but the Geminis that I was reading for, you were fist fighting the emotional space. The water, there was every card of emotion was coming up upside down. So what this shows me is that there's been some progress, there's been some growth here. Okay, I feel like there's something about this full moon that we're going to have this month that's going to be like a slingshot for you. And I don't know, I dig it, Gemini. You're working with the Fae. I want to talk about that first. I want to talk about the Fae. They're telling me actually to pull one of these fairy oracles for you under nature spirits. What Fae is Gemini working with at this time? What do the Fae want Gemini to know? Ooh, Little Red Riding Hood. I'm not a victim. I like this, Gemini. Gemini, you are honoring your emotions at this time, and you're standing up to someone or something, and it's taken you a while to get there. It's taken you a while to not only be in decision about it, but also to honor your own emotional space. The Gemini that I'm speaking to, you are putting other people before yourself, okay? And when you said you had enough, Gemini, the Fae showed up, because that's usually what it takes for them to show up and work with you. They don't like it when people are half-assing. They don't like it when people pussyfoot around, which is why a lot of people don't like working with them, and they think that they're nasty. But we can't be indecisive when working with the Fae. And you stood your ground here about something, and it brought the Fae in. Tell me more about this, about the Fae coming in for a Gemini. Meow! Welcome in. Hi, Julie. Yeah, you got to say enough's enough and make a decision for the Fae to show up. So let's honor that here. Let's honor that and see what more the Fae have to say to you. Tell me about the Fae. Oh, yeah, 10 of Wands, 9 Nine of Swords in reverse, 10 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 7 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Wow. I love this, Gemini, because all the cups are in the upright, okay? You swallowed your anxiety and you completed something here with this 10 of Wands. Something strategic, which doesn't surprise me at all, Gemini. But what's interesting about this is that it was something that required emotions, okay? It was a strategy that also required you to be in your emotional space, which can be uncomfortable. For someone who's so heavy air, whatever Gemini I'm talking to, you have a lot of air in your chart. What's with this Queen of Cups, 6 of Cups? I feel like you closed a cycle with a Queen of Cups. It was a hard cycle to close because it was someone from a past life. Yes, you did. Prince of Cups. 8 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. You closed a cycle with a Queen of Swords, okay? Excuse me, a Queen of Cups. It was a 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This was a past life relationship. This is someone that you had very deep bonds with, so it was hard to close. But it was someone who you were not honoring your emotional space. I'm not going to say this other person was not honoring your emotional space. I'm sure that they were not. But you not closing the cycle with this person was you not honoring your emotional space. And you decided that enough was enough. And how did the fairies help you out with this? Well, first of all, they brought in the horned one. They brought your fire back. The horned one, the Fool, and the Temperance. They brought your fire and your water in. They stung you in the ass enough to bring your fire back, to do something about this, Gemini, with the horned one and the Fool card. And helped you see that your emotional space is highly valued. And that it should be balanced with your fire. That your water element matters. I dig this, Gemini. You've been hanging with the Fae. Tell me more about this water energy. The High Priestess, the Empress, the Queen of Wands, the Fool. I feel like you're going towards an Empress, Gemini, with this Fool energy. Why the High Priestess? Your intuition is telling you to. Yep, with the Prince of Cups, Prince of Pentacles. Slow moving, Gemini, but your cups are in the upright. You're being methodical, but you're showing your emotions. You're trusting your intuition right now to head towards an Empress energy. What about this Empress energy? What is this? Is this work? What is this? The Sun. It's a yes and it's a victory. Whether this person is business or personal, it's yes and it's a victory. You're being asked to head towards this Empress, okay? There's going to have to be a little bit of emotion in this presentation as this person is showing up as the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So if you show up, Gemini, with not an ounce of emotion, you're not going to get anywhere. But you've worked this out with the Fae. I think you've figured this out. What does this have to do with this full moon that's coming up? It's a victory, though. This is, again, I said this at the beginning. If you're a Gemini and you're reading this, I would go back and listen to last month's, because this definitely feels like a continuation of last month's reading for you. It's under, there's a playlist that says all signs zodiacs by month, and you'll see it'll say July all signs, and it will be time stamped. Tell me about this full moon for Gemini. That's interesting how much this is trailing from last month. 8 of Pentacles, Prince of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. This could very well be a work relationship. Could very well be a work relationship with the Prince of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Wands. Okay, there's something that you've been working on with someone, something that you want to build towards here, Gemini, that you're going to get some downloads about in the full moon. What else does Gemini need to know in the full moon here? What else is Gemini? What's behind the moon? We just got the moon. 9 of Cups, 3 of Wands again. Gemini, your fire is going to open up in this Leo season. I really like that for you. Prince of Swords, the Chariot. Gemini, there is a message that you want to deliver to someone that you're being asked to deliver in this full moon energy. Okay? The moon, the 9 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. You have a wish fulfillment here. You have 2 3 of Wands here. And this is about an offer moving towards the 8 of Pentacles, something to do with your occupation, okay? But it's time for you to deliver the message. The Prince of Swords, the messenger. It's time for you to be the messenger in this full moon energy. You're in the space to do it, Gemini, is what I see. And there's going to be a 6 of Wands outcome, whether this is personal or business, however you relate to this. And it looks like you've done a lot of clearing in your emotional space, okay? Have gotten out of indecision in the past month. I like that for you, Gemini. And, you know, I mean, I think it's always good when the Fae's around. Not everyone likes working with them, but I sure do. Hi, Lala. Welcome in, Miss Lala. All right. Libra. We're going to go to Libra. What's happening for Libra in the month of August? Who else snuck in? Anyone else sneak in? Libra, Libra. I always feel a little flighty after I do a Gemini read. Man, y'all are up in your head a lot. Aw, thank you, Lala. I appreciate you saying that, because I'll tell you what, it is hot here in the South. It is hot. Had to change the whole routine. Survive the humidity. All right, Libra. What's happening for Libra in the month of August? What's happening for Libra in the month of August, please? Ooh. Protection, nature spirits, power. What's up here, Libra? What's going on here, Libra? I don't know. I feel this is like this is like double sign of like protection right now. And not that you, it's not, it's almost like, okay, the sense I'm getting is not like, oh, you need protection from something that's around you right now. It's like there's something so sacred that's about to shift in your energy with this power card that it's like everything in Mother Nature right now, Libra, is making sure that like you have like bubble wrap around you so that, and they're actually pointing out this in here to me as a full moon, okay? There's some shift in power, shift in energy coming to you in this full moon. On August 9th, am I right about that? Can someone confirm that in the live chat? I believe it's August 9th. But you have all kinds of guardians, okay? Right now, nature spirits, deities, all kinds of energies surrounding you. Tell me more about this protection card for Libra. 10 of Cups, baby. Ooh. Okay. Very clear message right now, Libra. Don't be confused about something you've been working hard towards right now. Keep working on it. Okay? You've been working really hard towards something here, and it's kind of like you're kind of getting to where you feel at that point of like do I stay or do I go? Do I keep pushing forward or do I drop this, right? Like you've been in this very analytical state of like, I can't tell if this is about to go over the edge or if I just need to cut my losses and leaving. And I'm very clearly hearing that you need to keep moving forward, okay? Because we also have here the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. This is the wish. This is the wish granted. This is the portal opening up for whatever you've been working on. And whatever you're working on brings great emotional fulfillment to you, Libra. So I don't know what the measuring stick is, but if it brings you emotional fulfillment, there seems to be no reason to retreat at this time. And this showed up from the card of protection. So there's protection around this project, this idea, this relationship, whatever it is that brings you this ultimate joy. Tell me about the nature spirits here for Libra. Yes, Pisces was the first read. I read a little differently than others. It will all be time-stamped once the video has processed from YouTube. Go back and watch 9 of nature spirits with the 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. I'm going to clarify if this is you or if this is someone else here too with the nature spirits, okay? This is soul alignment. This is soul recognition. Tell me more about this. Okay, this is interesting. We have a 7 of Pentacles again, a 9 of Swords, and a 7 of Swords. This is a repeating message that you are very, very up in your head about something that you're working on right now. Give me a little more clarity about this. 5 of Pentacles, Princess of Cups. Is this 2 of Cups about Libra or about someone else coming in? Okay, this is clearly a message for the single Libras. And what they're telling me right now is that you had the guts to emotionally walk away from a relationship. And since you had the guts to emotionally walk away from this relationship, there's been a lot of protection around you, probably more than you even know. Okay? In an attempt to making this 5 of Pentacles get too caught up in the emotional space. The 5 of Pentacles is the lack. The 5 of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. It's a poverty mindset, but this is poverty within the emotions is what they're telling me. You have done an ton of work to be in this 9 of Pentacles and 2 of Cups energy. 9 of Pentacles is the mini Empress, and she has everything that she needs. And she's learned to love herself. And this 2 of Cups is representing your relationship with self. And for many of you, you found that you restored that timeline by being out in nature. And what this is leading to, this wish fulfillment, this 10 of Cups, this power is the power that is in you. But you're being asked to not be confused and to not, I feel like I'm getting the message, this is for Libras that have been single for a long time. And you're just kind of ready, this is not gender specific, but to be the cat lady. You've done all the work. This is what's coming through. You've done all the work in the emotional space. You're happy. You're not unhappy, okay? There's no way. You're very abundant in this 9 of Pentacles energy with this 2 of Cups. This is someone who understands totality of self. Joy with self, self-sufficient, okay? You have done this strategically. I'm talking to someone who's been single for many, many years. and decided that they needed to be single after a bunch of bad relationships. Okay? And you've made so much progress in the mind and in the emotions. But it's like you have this ultimate wish fulfillment to be in the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is not singular. It showed up twice here with the Three of Wands, the wish fulfillment. You know that there's power in that. You understand that there's power in that. And there's something about you knowing at this time that this energy that you're standing in and your wish fulfillment of this Ten of Cups is so heavily protected by whatever voodoo you do, whatever spirits you talk to, whatever guides, whatever deities. You've got nature spirits here too, okay? Because you came into your power here with the Nine of Pentacles, rest assured that you are coming into your power in the Ten of Cups, in union with someone else. It could happen in August because this is coming out in August. Let me dig more into this power card right now. But don't feel like it's never going to happen. It's actually going to happen when you least expect it. It's going to happen when you least expect it. Because you know it's a desire of your heart, but you're not seeking it. Tell me more about this power card and this Ten of Cups for Libra in the month of August, please. The High Priest. The Justice card. This is justice for you. Nine of Pentacles again. Why the High Priest? Why the High Priest with the Justice, please? Four of Pentacles. The Star. Whoever I'm talking to, you've had a string of terrible relationships in this life and others. There's justice in a Ten of Cups for you. There's power in a Ten of Cups for you. You've worked through a lot of really hard karmic lessons to get here. Know that your justice is coming because the Star card came up, this healing again. And again, confirmation that you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Stability to you is a High Priest energy. Someone who would be standing in a High Priest energy. This deck does not have a Hierophant. It has a High Priest and a High Priestess. There's a stable High Priest energy that's coming in for you in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Tell me more about this High Priest, please. Help to identify this High Priest. It's a King of Swords. Yes. Empress, yes. And see, you just showed up as the Empress, which makes sense because we saw the Nine of Pentacles twice, okay? There's a King of Swords that is a yes. Sun is yes energy. That will be this Four of Pentacles, this stability that you're looking for, this power, knowing that there's power in this emotional fulfillment, in creating a life with someone else. Listen, if this is what you desire to manifest, it is heavily protected in multiple realms, and you will be coming into this power. There's something about the full moon, too. Get into your divination in the full moon. Make sure you know exactly what you're trying to manifest, because something is being very protected. There's a relationship that's being protected that is going to come in for you because you are the Empress. That excludes gender, by the way. All right, Aquarius. What's up with my wacky Aquariuses? What's going on, my creative Aquarius tribe? The creatives. What's happening? Aquarius. Hi, Limelight. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you. Yes, I am doing all signs once a month. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. I'm actually going to start bringing signs back in, I believe. all together. But right now, I am doing all signs at the end of every month. Okay. Aquarius. What's up, Aquarius? What's going on with the Aquarius in the tribe? Some August predictions for Aquarius. Grounded. Courage. What else does Aquarius need to know? Transmute and affluence. Aquarius, you're about to have a timeline shift in your abundance, in your affluence, in your pentacle energy. But there's something here that you're going to have the courage to transmute in order to get there. And I have a feeling this is either going to be revealed to you this month, or you're going to get through the last hurdle of this in this month coming up in August. So let's take a look at that. Your energy is showing up as grounded at this time. Ooh, I feel a very serious energy right now from Aquarius, which is not normally an energy that I feel from Aquarius. So this is interesting. Tell me about this grounded energy that Aquarius is in at this time. Tell me about this grounded energy that Aquarius is in at this time. King of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Star. Aquarius, you're on to something big. I can feel it right now. Like there's something that you have been wanting to manifest, that you've been working towards. You've been doing all of the steps. And something is coming, something's like coming to a head in this month of August, okay? It feels like there is going to be a little bit of a bump in the road. There is something you're going to have the courage to transmute, but you're showing up as the Star, Aquarius. You're showing up as yourself in this reading, first of all, which is fabulous, and your fabulous self is the Star here. But what I like is that I'm seeing the Sword and Wands energy, okay? And your energy. This is like, I feel all four elements in this reading, okay? There's some kind of mastery here of all four elements. Mastery of manifestation is what I'm feeling in your energy. Tell me more about the Star. Tell me more about Aquarius here. Tell me more about the Star for Aquarius in this August. Oh man, the High Priest. The High Priestess. 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords. You've already transmuted something here with the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, okay? Tell me more about this, because now you're standing here as the High Priestess. Tell me more about this High Priestess transmutation. Justice, 3 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Prince of Cups. I don't, man, you mean business, Aquarius, this month. And I love that I'm seeing the Justice card here. Why the Justice with this wish fulfillment? What's the Justice in this wish fulfillment? Please be clear with me here. What's the Justice with this wish fulfillment? 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, Aquarius, that you have such an emotional attachment to it, to what feels like the point of obsession, but not in a bad way, Aquarius, that portal is about to open up for you with this 4 of Wands, this Queen of Cups, and this Justice card. Go after it. There's something else you have to have the courage to transmute here, though, but it ends up in affluence. So, because this is general for Aquarius, this is what I'm saying. Whatever it is that you have this emotional obsession with, do not stop, is what I see. Do not stop. You're showing up as the Star. You're showing up as the High Priestess. You have all 4 elements here on the table. You have the wish fulfillment. You've already overcome the emotional cups, the baggage of whatever was holding you back from doing this. Also being up in your head about it with the 8 of Swords in reverse. Like this feels, your energy feels unstoppable, Aquarius, in the month of August. Tell me about what is there need to be courage to transmute in the month of August for Aquarius? I don't feel like there's anything stopping you, Aquarius. I don't know. This is some fierce energy. Woo! The horned one, the Queen of Swords, the Chariot, the Universe, 777. There's one more cycle that you are going to have the courage to close in the month of August to get to this card of affluence is what I'm seeing here. And sorry, y'all, I really feel called to use this Witch's Tarot deck tonight, and I can't show you a lot of the cards. YouTube is getting really, really becoming sticklers about this lately. And this deck was made in the 80s, so there's a lot of nudity on it. But I'm looking at the Universe card, which is the closing of a cycle. You're being asked to get into Capricorn energy to do it. Literally get in that devil energy. I kept feeling that obsessive energy, but not in a bad way, Aquarius. It's like a push. And especially looking at the horned one and the Chariot here at the same time. Okay, that's a lot of fast energy. That's a lot of get it done energy. I see 777 here on the table with the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. And you're being asked to be in this Queen of Swords energy to do it. So the courage is to do it logically. The courage is to do it diplomatically, but be very fierce with your words. There's something that you are going to have the courage to speak up about. There's some last cycle that needs to be closed, but something that you are going to transmute yourself right into affluence with. And I can already, like, I feel like you're already in this energy. If you're an Aquarius that resonates with this right now, you're already in this energy because I can feel your energy. It's intense and I like it, Aquarius. I like it. You are like on to something right now, and there is a portal opening up for you to do this. It looks like there's going to be one more test though here in August. Not even a test, just something that you have the courage to transmute, but I don't see you not, because you're standing in your own energy here as the Star. And you're showing up as the High Priestess. Okay, let's talk about this affluence for Aquarius. Talk to me about this affluence energy for Aquarius, please. And it's something you've been strategically working on. It's actually something around occupation, Aquarius, with the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Something you've been studying, something you've been mastering in the workspace, something you've been strategic about. This is all about your work, your works, your career, your pentacles. Tell me more about, is there a message behind this 8 of Wands? It's a yes. The Sun, it's a yes. Whatever it is, it's a yes. The Fool, because you're willing to take the Fool's leap here. Stay on fire, okay? Stay on fire. It's a yes. Whatever this is where you feel all that fire energy that you're working on, it's a yes. Stay the course, all right? Your strategy's been right on. This is around your occupation. This is around your pentacles. There's one more cycle that you're going to have to close. It might take a little bit of courage. You're being asked to just be in your swords energy. Use your logic to advocate for yourself, Aquarius. Woo! Aquariuses are getting down to business in the month of August. All right, we're going to Earth. We're going to Earth. Or are we getting some buffering? Dang it. Dang it. Is it scratchy, Scorpio, or is it buffering? So I actually need to pay attention. I think my hair gets caught on my mic, or like, not caught, but it like rubs up against the mic, and it's been creating this scratchy noise. Mild rubato sound. Okay, that's bandwidth. And that we're still figuring out. The rest of the world does not have have the same internet. As Tech Valley. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, what's going up with my Tauruses in the house? This week is the last week. Speaking of Tauruses, one of my partners in crime, Shadow Walking with Jimmy, we are wrapping up the last week of tarot school. If you are interested in learning tarot, keep an eye on the channel, as we will be posting the next terms of enrollment coming up for this late summer fall. All right, Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? What's up, Taurus? Past lives, Taurus. Power. Affluence. Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Past life, power, affluence. I need to dig into this before I say another word. I feel like you're about to be on your most abundant timeline, Taurus. Wow. This is powerful. Talk to me about this past life energy for Taurus with the horned one at the split of the deck. Tell me about this past life energy for Taurus, please, for the month of August. Dang, Taurus. What is up with this, Taurus? Who are my Tauruses in the house right now? I feel like you should be reading for me. Prince of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the Hanged Man, Queen of Wands. Okay. You've been getting cut down, Taurus. Been getting cut down. Lies, stealing, cheating, taking of powers, crucified. Literal. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Because you can't say death anymore on YouTube. Am I allowed to say crucified? You were crucified in another lifetime, Taurus. You have been looked at as a Queen of Wands in reverse for multiple lifetimes. There's a Taurus here, multiple Tauruses, where you have been looked at as a dark practitioner for multiple lifetimes. People have feared your power, and they've cut you down because of it in more ways than one. In more ways than one, you have experienced a Seven of Swords and a good old hanging, okay? You've been hung, you've been crucified, you've been all kinds of unalived, okay? This is so strange this is coming out right now, but this is the energy that's coming out. So I got to honor it and I got to go with it because this is what I'm channeling, okay? People have feared your power for multiple lifetimes, but guess what? That is over. You're coming into your lifetime of affluence. They're pointing out that there are 2 full moons here. There's a full moon on this card, full moon on this card. Something about this full moon in August. You're going to get some crazy download, okay? You're going to get some crazy, crazy download. You're going to be like, no way. No way. Something's going to happen in this full moon for you, Taurus. I don't know what kind of voodoo you do in the full moon, but spend some time with yourself. Spend some time doing some meditation. You are going to get a crazy download from the unconscious mind. I see somebody looking at a flame, and you're going to put 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 10 and 15 and all of it together. About like a witch wound, so to speak. You're going to see this persecution of multiple lifetimes and how it's kept you out of your power. And you're being shown this vision, Taurus, for you to step into your vision of power and turn it into affluence. Well, dang, Taurus. May I suggest you get a past life reading too this month? Wow, Zuz. Tell me about this power that Taurus is coming into. Link is in the description box. If you would like to get a past life reading, you can also just do Akashic record meditations, past life meditations. Have someone help you, guide you through it. You can also find videos on YouTube that will guide you through it. I see somebody scrying. I see, like, with flame. I see somebody looking into flame. And just having, like, just this really clear vision come up from the unconscious that's in your DNA blueprint that's going to help you to understand why this witch wound has been so hard for you to get over, why it's been so powerful. Because I don't see 1, 2, 3. Like, I see multiple paths, multiple times your energy has come through. It's infinite anyways, right? It's eternal, but you've lived these different timelines where just you've been persecuted for your power, for being a powerful. This is high priest, high priestess energy all over it. But what the band was telling me is, like, you know, the world was viewing you as a queen of wands. They were scared of your power, so they said you were dark and you were wicked and you were this and you were that. But you were a shaman. Okay, tell me more about this power. Tell me more about this power that Taurus has. Ooh. Mastery. Mastery. Your DNA has mastery in it. That's what the 7 of Wands is about. See how he's working on the masterpiece. He's working on his canvas. And with the 3 of Wands. So this is all Wands. This is all Wands. This is magical AF here is what we're talking about with the 3 of Wands. Ancestral magic. Generational magic. You have 3 generations there. Ancestors, okay? If you're like, I'm feeling this, but I don't know what it is, what sets your heart on fire? There's some kind of magical practice that sets your heart on fire. The reason why it sets your heart on fire is because it's encoded in your DNA. You've already lived it. You've already experienced it. You've already practiced it. Possibly in this lifetime, you're like, I don't know why I'm drawn to this. Doesn't matter why. It's in you. You're drawn to it. Move towards it. Whatever that is. I don't, you know, whatever. Hermetic law, witchcraft, I don't know, scrying, whatever it is. Catholicism, whatever. There's Santeria, there's something that you're drawn to. And there's a reason why you're drawn to it. And part of your power lives there. And you're going to go through some kind of past life memory recall for this. And you're being asked to grab it and run with it because there's power and there's affluence in it for you, Taurus. Tell me more about this 3 of Wands. Tell me about this magical gateway to power here. What's this magical gateway of power coming in for Taurus? Yep. You are serving yourself justice by going towards, by moving towards, by working on. That's what the 7 of Pentacles is. Whatever this magical practice, this divination, is it tarot? Is it Nordic ruins? I don't know what it is for you, but whatever it is for you, there's justice for both you and your ancestors by reclaiming this power, because unfortunately, people have feared it in other lifetimes and have had the power to do something about that. All right, why is this? Where's the affluence in this? Where's the affluence in this for Taurus? Where's the horned one? Oh, that's hot, Taurus. I wish I could show you this card. This is my favorite card in this deck. The horned one. It's very Nordic energy that I'm looking at, okay? What's behind the moon? What's this affluence behind the moon? For many of you, this is witchcraft, by the way. Tower in reverse and the sun. The sun is behind the moon. Ooh, those deep, deep, dark, dark, deep, dark things that you were told to stay away from, Taurus. So, for some of you, it might even live in your shadow, being behind the moon. There's some divination practice here with the horned one and the moon that you've been told is so bad. So you don't even go, you have beliefs about it that are even false. Like you even spook yourself a little bit with it, because I don't know. Because somebody, between your witch wound of being literally barbecued in another lifetime for it, and what people say in this lifetime about it, you've stayed away from it, Taurus. But what I'm seeing is that it's a yes card for you. It's your sun. Because it's coded in your DNA. And whatever tower you believe that is going to cause, it is not. It's actually going to be a foundation once you do the real research on it and get down to the nitty gritty of what it really is and not believe what other people have told you to believe about it. Okay? So you're being asked to approach it actually in a King of Swords energy. Interesting. To approach divination with logic. This means that you need to do some research about what this divination is and where it really comes from. And somehow it is linked to your heritage, Taurus. And it's not the witchy, woo-woo, scary, satanic, the devil that everyone's been telling you it is. With this devil card, the horned one. It's actually the sun. And it's been hidden from you. And your witch wound has also allowed you to deny yourself from it. But this is the lifetime that it's supposed to bring you affluence. This is the lifetime for you to stand in your power with it. Despite how many times you have been barbecued, crucified, etc., in past lives for it. And this has something to do with your ancestry too. You might want to look into your ancestry. That is not something you've done before. But even more important than looking at your ancestry is there's something in the shadow that lights your heart on fire around divination, around spiritual practice, around power of being in a high priest, high priestess energy. Whatever that is that lights you on fire, run to it. Run to it, Taurus. It is your affluence and there is power in it. I was channeling Jamie Lee Curtis, huh? Scorpio. Hey, Leonard, what's up? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Okay, I don't know. I just went on a tangent there for Taurus. All right. I don't know who's. That's not a guide I'm used to. Hi, I Scry with Steph. Welcome in. Okay. Virgo. You know, my North Node's in Virgo, and I rebel against that. Leave me in the 12th house, okay? Leave me in the 12th house. Yes, Sierra, I love iScry too. For all of you that are on here, if you've never checked out iScry with Steph, please go over and check out her channel. It is so fun. It is a ghastly, ghostly, beautiful time over there. Okay? For all my creepy brothers and sisters, you will love iScry with Steph's stuff if you have not checked out her channel. She is a great channeler. She does really cool ink blotting and tarot and the whole nine. This is scrying messages, and it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Spooky sisters. Yes, we are spooky sisters. Steph, please throw your channel in the, a link to your channel in the live chat for anyone who has not been over there. She does some fabulous stuff. All right. Virgos. What's happening with Virgos in August? What's happening with Virgos in the month of August? What's the, I need to, hold on a minute. That was such intense energy for Taurus. Give me a second. I feel like it's like, whatever that, whoever that, I'm not familiar with that guide that came in, even though I do past life readings, but they were strong. I need to move that energy. Okay. Virgo. So we can get a clean reading for Virgo. Virgo. Okay. Energy's clear. Need 2 more for Virgo, please, for the month of August. Ooh. Virgo, you have some new magical friends coming in to your home in the month of August. You have new spirit guides. This is spirit energy on this friendship card. Okay? I have home, magic, and friendship. You are being asked in the month of August, Virgo, to turn up the magic in your home. All types of magic. Your divination practice along with your practical magic. I'm feeling a lot of practical magic. I'm feeling a lot about like really relishing in the home space and being present in the home space and making everything a magical practice within your home space. Example, my witchy self, I do mop my floors with Florida water. It really has nothing to do with the Florida water as much as it has to do is it makes the mundane sacred to me. And there's something about you doing this, you bringing magic into the practical, along with your divination, in your home space, because it's creating a portal in the month of August for you to have new spirit friends. Whoop, whoop. Who doesn't want new spirit friends? Who doesn't want more ghost friends in their home? I mean, some people might not, but if you hang out here, I bet you do. So that's totally the vibe I'm getting off these cards, Virgo. So let's see. Let's see what else is going on here for Virgo. I like this energy, Virgo. This energy feels like fun. It feels, it just feels, it feels like I can feel the imagination. I can feel just pure imagination and like just joy, like the joy of cooking and the joy of hanging out with your ghost friends, okay, while you're doing the mundane. I don't know. I like this vibe. This is a good vibe, Virgo. Tell me more about these magical friends that are showing up. Oh, 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. You got a lot of magical friends that want to come hang out with you. I just got an image of the Care Bears. I don't know why, but I got an image of the Care Bears. Like your house feels like a Care Bear tribe of spirits and ghosts that want to come hang out with you. And it's basically the smell of the cookies coming out of your oven, your clean floors, okay? I don't know. The reef on your front door, whatever you feel called to do, is going to bring in this magical Care Bear spirit tribe into your home in the month of August, okay? Oh my God, I love this energy so much right now. I can't wipe the smile off my face, Virgo. How fun. How fun. All right, tell me about the home. Tell me about the home. Why they come into your home? Why they want to come to your home? What are they coming to your home for? What are they coming to your home with? Obviously, they want you to call their energy in with these things that we're talking about, with this practical magic, with your divination practices. But why are they specifically coming to your home, Virgo? Why are they coming to your home? Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, to ground emotional fulfillment, to bring a new... I am not cooking anything at this time. This is confirmation, Virgo. Did you just hear my fire alarm go off? I'm not even cooking anything. There's no reason for a fire alarm to go off in here at this time. Listen, somebody needs to pay attention to this. Someone is either in a new home, okay? No, I have a candle going. There's no way. There's something that is going to be sealed in your home in the month of August by doing this. And it's a new beginning of emotional fulfillment. And there are so many fun spirit guides that want to come in to help you feel this and to make it real, to make it feel real for you. So this feels like possibly you're starting a new cycle, or you've come into a new home. There's something that is shifted in the energy in your home. And there's a little bit of a feeling of a void right now, or just a meh, like just stale. But whoever I'm speaking to, home is important to you. It must be for this to be coming through. And for these like very jovial spirits to be like, bring us in with your practical magic. Who doesn't want to be in a 10 of Cups in their home space? Tell me more about this magic. Wow. You've randomly blown up your fire alarm before? That was random. That was very, very random. I haven't been here very long either. I think this is the first time I've heard the fire alarm. I was like, that is not a bird. That is loud. That is not a bird chirping. Dead people, Care Bears, who doesn't want that in their home? Tell me more about the magic. Tell me more about the magic. It's interesting. I smell a lot of candles. That's why I turned to look at my candle. But I have a single candle lit. Like, it's not enough to bring on that smell of candles. So maybe some of you, they want you to burn candles also as like an offering to come in. Like, I feel like I can smell like I should have a dozen 7-day candles on right now, but I don't. I have one. High Priest, Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, Six of Swords, King of Wands. Yeah, there's a new start. For some of you, there's a new start here. There's a new, and it doesn't mean that you moved. It's just there's been a shift in the energy in your home. That's what I'm feeling. There's been a shift in the energy. There was a cycle that closed. There's kind of been this in-between void time, and it's time for you to get in your 10 of Cups in your home space. Why the Wheel of Fortune with the magic? Queen of Pentacles. This is going to ground you, Empress. This is going to ground you into this Empress energy, whether you're male or female, into being in this Empress energy. This is grounded, earthly, just that motherly energy. Why the High Priest with the magic card? The Moon. What's behind the Moon? Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. This is going to be I'm getting this channel very clear, and I know this is going to be a hard message for some of you. But for some of you, you've had a passed over loved one, okay? I don't feel like this happened in the recent. This person has been passed over for a while, and it's been very hard to start new without them. And part of this magic, part of turning over this energy, is going to require some energy clearing, is what I'm hearing. It's going to require some energy clearing. There are things that are making the home stagnant and energy clearing that needs to happen. And that might actually be like letting go of some maybe personal effects, possibly, that are in this home from this passed over loved one. And it's not that you're letting go of the memory of that person. It's not that you're letting go of that person. You're not honoring them. That's not the case. But there's some visual reminders happening in your home that are keeping you in stagnancy either with in where you are in your timeline of your relationship with this person, because you're still in relationship with this person, you're just on a different timeline with them. It's changed. You're in a different stage of change in the relationship. Or there's something in your home that's keeping you tied to an old timeline that you don't even realize, like it reminds you of, okay? And there's something about you shifting that energy and letting go of that energy. And there's a bunch of Care Bears that want to come in and help you do this. So I don't know. This sounds like a very fun month for you, Virgo. I love that energy. That is fabulous. That is fabulous. All about the home for you this month. All about the home. All about that practical magic. Okay. Capricorn. What is up with Capricorn? Steph is a Cap sun. I can see that. I can definitely see that. All right. Capricorn. What's going on? I gotta make some noise again. I want to stay and hang out with the Care Bears, so I'm on brain lock with the Care Bears. So shift of frequency. All right, Capricorn. Okay. I feel a shift. All right, what's going on with Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to hear for the month of August? What does Capricorn need to hear for the month of August? Yes, timestamps will be posted after live. Just so you know, not immediately after the live. It does take a while for YouTube to process the video in order for me to then go run it through to get timestamps. I will also post in the community page as soon as the timestamps are up. So it can take a couple of hours. Divinity, shadow. Ooh, I like this. This is like, okay, wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna say anything yet. They showed me like the old, I just got an image of like, you know, the old cartoon, like angel on one shoulder, devil on the other shoulder. The duality. I love it. It's where I live, right? We live, that's the high priestess, living in between the black and white pillar here. Give me one more for Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn, you have safe passage to all of the realms in the month of August. Above, middle, and below. I don't know what you're up to in the month of August. We will find out. But that's what they're telling you with this divinity, shadow, and safe travel. Well, this sounds like a fun mission, Capricorn. What's going on here? Okay. What are we giving? Okay, you're giving Capricorn safe travel to all of the realms. I don't feel like this is of the mind. I feel like this is like, whatever you label it as. We know that the English language is so limiting. But in my mind, you know, I look at heaven, earth, and hell is the easiest way to explain it. It's like, this is very Hecatean energy too right now that's coming through. You know, talking about having access to all the realms, Capricorn. Something is happening in August where you have access to all of the realms. I may be talking to some Capricorns that already have access to all of the realms, but there's something about you traveling through the realms in the month of August, is what I'm hearing. Whoa. Tell me, so why are we bringing, because of justice? Because of justice? This is Hecate. All right, we're talking Hecate. There's no question to me about this that we're talking about. This is very Hecatean energy that's coming through right now. Why this Three of Swords? Capricorn, Capricorn, this is a little heavy, okay? You want a vision of justice, Capricorn. There's an answer that you have been seeking with this Justice card, and it is going to come to you over a Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles situation. I don't even feel like this is something present, but it is something that you are grounded enough at this time for it to be revealed to you, because you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You are in your Earth energy. But what I'm being shown here, what I'm being told is that there is something that you have sought an answer to in many different ways. Through logic, through emotion, through your intuition, through divination, through your own personal divination practices, prayers, watching tarot. I feel like this is not something new. It's not something you're obsessing over, and it's something that you've let go of. It's like it took a while to decipher some things, to trust your intuition, even though you still didn't have all of the answers. But it's like now you're about to get the answer in the month of August, if you are still seeking this answer. And it was over something, some kind of hard ending here with the Three of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. You are being given safe passage to go to any realm that you need to go for to this answer. And I'm seeing somebody with a candle. I'm seeing somebody with a candle, like somehow like transcribing into the wax of the candle with a needle. Hecate, Iamel, whatever deities, whatever energy you work with to get passage to the different realms, whatever angel, even Archangel Michael, whoever that you pray to, okay? Scribing their name on the side of the candle as an offering to be given this vision. And this vision is going to come from multiple realms. They're going to show you this ending. They're going to show you an ending, and they're going to show you how energy from every realm played into this ending, and where your intuition got confused, and where your intuition was correct, why your intuition was confused, and really how deep this is. Because for safe passage to be opened up like that for answers, this is something deep. You're getting an answer to like something beyond. You're going to see the 3D, but you're going to see, oh, this is so deep. This is so deep. But it's important that you get this answer. There's justice in it for you. This is a cycle. Listen, if this resonates with you, understand. This was a cycle that you closed a long time ago. This is not something you're obsessing over. This is not something that runs your life. This is something that you took the karmic lessons from, you learned the lessons, you grew from it. You grew mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all of those things. But there have been parts of it that have been unanswered. And now that you're on a different timeline, now that you've already grown physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally from it, you're being given the key to the layers of this information. Because you will use it properly. You will use it properly. I also feel like you're going to understand something a little deeper about your connections within your divination practice to the angels, to the energies that you work with that are going to guide you in receiving this information, which is part of the reason why you're being given it now, is because of your closeness to this angel, to this entity, this spirit, this God, whatever you call it. It's going to solidify your relationship with them, which is one of the most important reasons why you're being showed this information. So if that doesn't relate with you, this closeness to this energy that you work with, that it's something you're not obsessing over and it's a cycle that's been closed a long time ago, you still have some questions, but you don't let it run your life. Those are the two things to know if this message resonates with you. This is not a Delulu message. This is not you're going to get vengeance and justice and you're going to travel through all of these realms and find out all these things that you've been obsessing over. Just know that if that's the energy that you're in, that this is not the message for you. What else do we need to know about this? But this is cool. This is cool. There's going to take some kind of personal divination to get there. I see someone working with a candle, but you'll know if this resonates with you. You'll know what you got to do. Anything more we need to know about this message before I close it? Chariot, now is the time. Now is the time. Prince of Swords, now is the time for you to receive this information. If this message is resonating for you. Ace of Cups, needs to be done through divination. The High Priest, because you're the High Priest, that's why. Because you're the High Priest. Because this is one of the many relationships, karmic cycles, lessons, whatever you want to call it, that has made you this High Priest, High Priestess that you are today. Okay, and you have the gift sets, you have the divination tools, you have the relationships with whatever energies that you work with, and now is the time. And they want to reveal this information to you. So that is becoming a repeating message. That's intense. That's a very personal reading for whoever Capricorn that resides with. I'm not digging into what that information is. That is for your ears only, Capricorn. Okay. Hi, John. Yeah, that's right. It's about following that yellow brick road. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm on the fire signs. What's up, fire signs? What's up, fire signs? Fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. By eating nothing but donuts. Oh, that may work for you Gen Zers. I don't know. That might work. I don't know. Donuts might be a very special offering. It might work. For Care Bears, that definitely could work. Are you going to do it in a rainbow t-shirt, Bunny? You going to eat donuts in a rainbow t-shirt? Call in those Care Bears. I'm on fire signs. After this video is uploaded, all signs will have a timestamp in the description box. All right, Aries. What do my Aries need to hear? I got Aries in the house. I see Miss Lala in the house. Powdered sugar. We don't eat donuts in New Orleans. We eat beignets. We eat beignets loaded with powdered sugar. I went to Cafe Du Monde in an outfit very similar to this, except it was cold out, so it was leather the top of it was leather with the same corset, eating beignets. I look like, I was in my Edward Scissorhands outfit. I look like Edward Scissorhands eating beignets. There's so much powdered sugar on those damn things. I was covered in powdered sugar in my all black outfit. It was hilarious. I looked like a hot mess and I did not care. They were so freaking good and I love the coffee there so much. Yeah, Edward Scissorhands eating beignets. Fire, fire, fire. Okay, you're all, okay, Aries. Aries, knowledge and air. Why do I feel like it's a research month for you? Yeah, Morgan sprinkled, exactly. That was the first thing I did when I got off the flight to get here. Beignets and coffee. Hold on, Aries. I feel like I'm cheating you here. Hold on. Like talking about beignets and donuts. I think this is more for me than the spirit energy. Something just made a joke about that shift of frequency with that noise is more for my brain than their energy. All right, Aries. Squirrel. Okay. Earth, earth, and earth. Aries, meditate grounded in earth. Aries, you know what I just heard in my head? La 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 la. Now, as much as I love, especially with all the Pisces in my chart, hanging out in the clouds with the Smurfs, it's something really important about you getting grounded in the month of August. Like, so important about you getting grounded in the month of August that literally meditate grounded and earth came out. Ground, ground, ground. So what is this about? What is this about, Aries? What is this about? This isn't temperance. This is like you digging your heels deep in the dirt this month, Aries. All right, let's talk about this first. What does Aries need to get, this is like, I've never seen this much earth energy in front of me like this. What does Aries need to get grounded about? Oh, Aries, you're being called to teach. You're being called to bring something down to the earth. The Aries. 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 Aries, what's going on in August? It's time for you to ish or get off the pot, literally about something, okay? With the Lovers, the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. Now, this deck is different in the sense of, first of all, the 10 of Wands is about completion of a project, okay? And the 5 of Wands is actually representative of spiritual teaching and spiritual teachers. Okay, there's something, you have been in the clouds with an idea. Why do I feel like I'm talking to a Pisces, but this is Aries, but this is what Pisces does a lot, okay? I feel Pisces off of this calling of like, make a choice to bring it down out of the clouds, okay? And build. Like, it's time for you to build. It's time for you to ground something into the earth, and it's something that you're supposed to be teaching, Aries. But the energy that I'm feeling very much off of this is like you are being called to, thank you, Scorpio. Can you hear it in my voice? You're being called to, like, this is go time, Aries. This is go time. And there's something about you, like, you need to get grounded in your energy in order for it to be go time. Why is there such a heavy call to this? Like, I feel this is like a big deal. Like, I don't know if it's, I think you know how important it is for you to teach this. You know how important it is for you to teach this. You know how important this is for you to bring this down to earth. But there's a sense of avoidance here. Why are you avoiding this? Tell me about this meditation card. And why is Aries avoiding this? Six of Cups, Prince of Cups, the universe. All right. This is not going to be for all Aries, but there are some Aries here that are D'ing around in some BS relationships right now rather than bringing about some fabulous idea. And you know this, okay? And I'm not chastising you. I'm not chastising you at all, actually. It's putting a smile on my face because I've been there, done that, okay? Emotional energy, D'ing around with some half-assed relationships. And it's an avoidance tactics to getting to work, to getting down to what you really need to do, okay? So there are some Prince of Cups here, possibly multiple of them. This is not gender specific, that it's time to close some cycles with, if that is what you so choose to. Because again, this is not judgment. And the only reason why this energy would be coming up is because I'm telling you something you already know. You're like, I spend maybe a little too much time on dating apps. I spend a little too much time going out rather than doing this project. For some of you, this is about teaching something. It's coming through very, very clear. There's some kind of teaching you want to put together, some sort of class you want to put together, something that's close to your heart, something that's very close to your heart. Okay? But there's like an emotional avoidance about stepping up with it. And I'm clearly getting the energy for some of you that's dating. And again, I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. If this resonates with you. Okay? If that particular channel resonates with you. And again, not something you're being judged for here. Okay? Because you already know it. You're like, I just kind of want to have fun right now. What is it though? There's something, see, that's always the tip of the iceberg. Like there's something underneath the iceberg that would be causing emotional avoidance, to not want to ground something that you feel really solid about, that you know you want to do. Why? What's underneath that? What's the avoidance? I feel so much avoidance in the energy right now. What's this avoidance that I feel in the energy right now? Yes, there's avoidance, the Sun card. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, we know Aries is feeling ungrounded right now about this particular project, but why? I want to know why. Prince of Wands. Well, your fire's not out. Of course it's not. Justice. Six of Pentacles. Prince of Wands, Justice, Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is, I'm getting a second message off of that channel that I just gave you, and this is not about a project. This is about an Aries that knows that the justice for them is this Six of Pentacles and this Four of Pentacles. In both relationships and work, equaling a Ten of Pentacles. But basically the justice is this Six of Pentacles. This equal give and take, this sacred exchange in the 3D world with other people that makes them feel stable, but you're avoiding it. And you're hanging out in this Prince of Wands energy, Princess of Wands energy. Somebody knows that they want stability in their life and they're avoiding it. Now we know there's a million reasons why we would avoid stability. But why are we talking about this, Aries? Why is this important? And I'm saying that because I feel that you're very self-aware about this cycle right now. I feel that you're very self-aware about this cycle of avoiding stability. Okay? Been there, done that. Because what I believe stability was supposed to look like or was going to look like did not look anything like it once I was in it, and I felt like I couldn't get out of it. Okay? I don't know if that's exactly the story for you, but you'll know. There's a reason why you're avoiding the stability. There's a reason why you're running around. There's a reason why you're not grounding. But I also see you have this big vision in the back of your head. And I really feel like it's something that you want to develop. It's something that you want to teach. It's something that you want to bring down to earth. But offside of that pentacle energy of creating this project, creating this business, creating this teaching, there's all this fire and cup energy over here that is unstable. The actions are unstable. I don't feel like you're emotionally unstable, Aries. I'm not, please understand, I'm not getting that energy at all. But whatever you're doing over here with your fire, because you're fiery, right? And with that cup energy, and I feel a lot of like just running around with a lot of multiple parties, and it doesn't all have to be sexual, right? It could just be going out with your friends a lot, going out with friends, going out with these different people, dating, all that kind of stuff is creating unstable energy in the fire and the cups, which is making it hard to ground in the pentacles. And I don't see a single sword on this table except for on the Justice card, okay? So not using logic at all, which is why I'm hearing the Smurfs. La, 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 like that is, okay? So this would get too personal. This would get too one-on-one if we started getting into like, what is that you're not looking at in the emotional space that is causing you to like want to create all these distractions. And people do it all the time. I'm feeling very much like party, fun, dating kind of energy here. But I mean, man, people disassociate in all kinds of ways, right? Watching social media, overeating, whatever it is. Okay? But it's like I can tell you want this groundedness. That's justice for you. You want to create what this is. I feel like you have a very clear picture of it, Aries, but you're emotionally avoiding it. And that emotional avoidance is when this does not become a collective, Aries, and becomes very personal. So you're being asked to look at that this month, in the month of August, because it will shift the energy. It will shift the energy where you can go into this new cycle of still being your fabulous, fiery self, yet having the stability that it needs, that you need, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, to produce whatever this fabulous, whatever this is that you want to produce here, Aries. Give me some final advice for this. Because remember, Aries, you get to manifest this the way that you want it. You manifested this stability in the past and it did not look like what you thought it was going to look like. You learned a lot of lessons from it, Aries. You're not going back, okay? We're not going back here. We're only going forward, all right? So any final advice here for Aries? Two of Cups. Yeah, you want a stable, you want that stability with the universe. Again, the universe, the Two of Cups, the Temperance card, and the Seven of Swords. Aries, you know how to get there. This is strategy. You know how to get there, Aries. You know how to be tempered. You know how to be balanced. You know how to balance your fire and your water. You're just choosing not to right now. And you know what, Aries? You might choose not to for a little while longer, and that's also all good. That's okay. Okay? Everything is permissible. Not everything is beneficial. We decide when it becomes non-beneficial to us. Nobody else does. No tarot reader, no priest, no counselor, no nobody. You decide when that time comes. And you will, because you're already self-aware of this. I can feel it very much. That new cycle will start. This Two of Cups with self, and then with others, is going to happen when you identify what this fear of quote-unquote stability, what stability is to you, that you're running from. And once all that goes down, this project that you want, this life that you want, you're going to feel grounded in it, okay, Aries? So focus on whatever that is. Whatever that is that might be driving you up in the emotional space right now, to get to grounding down this project. It has nothing to do with the project. It has nothing to do with your motivation. Nothing. Your project's going to be fabulous. You even know it. The timing of it is up to you. But it must be gnawing on you that you haven't produced it yet, that you haven't birthed whatever this is into the world, because this energy wouldn't be coming up otherwise. Okay, well, geez, that felt like a therapy session with Morgan. I don't know about that energy, Aries. You know what I'm talking about. Good night, Steph. Good night. Using intrigue, welcome in. Glad you're here. Yeah, run. We all run. We all run. All right, Leo. Leo, happy birthday, Leos. This is your month, Leo. Leos, what are my Leos up to? What do Leos need to hear in this month of August? What does Leo need to hear in this month of August? What was that, Leo? Talisman. You are the talisman this month, Leo. You are the talisman for sure. Grounded, spiritual cleansing. Leo, a lot of beautiful things are going to happen for you this month, and there's going to be a lot of changes, and you're being asked to identify a talisman. A talisman, something that is going to keep you grounded, something that is going to keep you feeling grounded, and something that is going to help you feel and stay connected to spirit energy, to whatever guides that you work with. A talisman is literally something that's visual, something that you can hold in your hand. My talisman is this rabbit's foot, okay? Something that connects you to feeling grounded, that you can touch, and something that connects you to feeling protected and loved by your spirit guides. And the reason being is because there's going to be beautiful things that are going to happen for you this month, and these energetic upgrades that you're going to get that are almost going to not feel real. They're not going to feel real. They're going to make you feel ungrounded. They're going to make you question yourself, and it's also going to cause some rivalry and some jealousy around you. What else is new, Leo? That always happens to you, Leos. But something big is about to happen for you, Leo. Something that's going to change your life. Something that is going to change your energetic field. And so this needs to be a reminder of you, the center of you, something that represents your authentic self, and something that represents your spirit guides and spirit protection. If you do not have this talisman yet, seek it. Seek it. Okay, what else? What else is coming in for Leo in the month of August? What else is coming in for Leo in the month of August? I I know. Everybody wants to be you, bunny. All right? Everybody wants to be you. So they're hiring these Etsy witches. Coming against your glow up. Stay strong, bunny. It's hard being that fabulous. It's hard being so damn fabulous, isn't it, Leos? Hey, Michelle, welcome in, welcome in. What else is going on with Leo this month? Yeah, you got lots of spirit energy around you this month, Leo. The Four of Wands and the King of Swords. Something is about to be illuminated about you to everyone else. Something good. Something that's going to make them hire all them Etsy witches, okay? Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Prince of Cups. Whatever you're working towards, keep working towards it. You're moving from a Seven of Pentacles to an Eight of Pentacles. Something is going to become very firm within your occupation. Tell me more about this. And we also got a Prince of Cups over there, but this feels like a different energy. Tell me more about this work life for Leo this month. Ten of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Okay, Leo. Somebody's going to have a career promotion this month, okay? Somebody's going to have a career promotion. Someone is also going to be moving into a new house this month for the Leo tribe, okay? There's a lot happening around your stability here this month. There's a lot of upgrades to your stability this month, Leo. A lot of upgrades to your stability this month. And more than just upgrades, like more than just, I should say more than upgrades in the sense of more than just needs, like there are lots of wants coming in too, which is why I feel like a little bit of that energy, like, okay, stay grounded, because it's almost like, look, I'm not the reader that's going to claim that you're winning the lottery, but this feels like there's some level of abundance that is going to start showing up in your life, Leo, that's just going to grab the attention of other people. Okay? And so they may hire some of them Etsy witches. I don't know. All right, I'm also looking at a Queen of Cups and a Prince of Cups. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this energy. What's in this emotional energy here? Princess of Wands. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Five of Wands. The Princess of Wands and the Prince of Cups. This is really beautiful. For some of you, there's a new relationship coming in here, okay? This divine pair with the King and Queen of Cups. Also, there's a lot of children, there's child energy here too. Some of you, you know, maybe there's unity in a family here. There's unity of a family here. I feel like there's two families that are moving in together. There's like a mixed family. You're going to, you know, that's going to start here with the Five of Wands. It's about groups, about spiritual teachings. But like all this feels really good. And they keep pointing out houses on this to me. So I think some of you are coming into a relationship. You're solidifying a relationship and it feels like a blended family. This is going to be very successful. It's going to be very successful, but it's going to give people something to talk about. And people that don't do shit with their own lives love to talk about other people. Have you ever noticed that before? They love to talk about what's going on in other people's lives. And there are moments where your fiery lion energy may come out because of this, which is also why you're being asked to like carry around some little trinket, some little talisman in your pocket to remember who you are and to remember the spirits around you. Because there's a lot of fabulous stuff coming in here for you. Look at that, at the split of the deck too. Ace of Wands. I think there's a lot of new beginnings. There's a lot about portals here too for you, Leo. This is the Four of Wands is all about portals and spirit portals in this deck. Okay, this is that 8-8 energy. You carry that big 8-8 energy, Leo. Big, and this is like occupation, personal. It's like feels like a month where everything is starting to come together for you, Leo. Like this isn't just like poof, like it came out of the sky, but everything is coming together for you. it's going into a transition where it's going to be made public, Leo. So I'm not, this is not a warning about bad energy or anything like that. I don't feel that. It's just, first of all, know that all of these things that you've been working towards that are manifesting, of course, you absolutely deserve, okay? And it's all coming together. And it's like a lot of people are going to have their eyes on this, like on all your success, okay? And even though we see the spiritual cleansing card, I don't feel like it's going to be like in a bad or negative way. I almost feel like it's going to feel a little overwhelming, which means I can't imagine how big it is because Leos do not feel overwhelmed by attention. But that's what I'm feeling in this energy. Krugs, what's happening? Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Interesting. Interesting. All right, final words for Leo. We have another Five of Wands. Okay, this Five of Wands has come out twice. This is all about groups, right? Five of Wands is about groups, about people. There's a lot of eyes on you this month, Leo. There's a lot of eyes around your new beginning. Well, here you are, showing up as the badass, though, as the King of Wands. There's justice in these eyes being on you. That's interesting. I never heard that. But there's justice with these eyes being on you. For some of you Leos, you've been in hermit mode for a long time to make all this come together, to make this blended family come together smoothly, to make this upgrade in your occupation, your stability come in smoothly, okay? But you're coming back out. You're coming back out here as the King of Wands after a long time of hermit mode. So there are going to be lots of eyes, and they're not going to know how you did it, okay? And none of their business if you didn't tell them, right? They weren't in the loop about how you did it anyways. But you're being asked to stay grounded this month through all this transition. Have a talisman on you. Reminder of all the spiritual energy around you and just who you are. And Leo, this all feels like they're telling me these are things you've been working on since the last 8/8 portal. So very, very cool. Love it. Sagittarius. Thanks for hanging out, Sag. Oh, a spirit board that's slightly off sounds like the creepiest trinket in the world, bunny rabbit, and I love it. The image that comes in my head when you say, I had a friend that made me a spirit board that's slightly off. It's like a doll that's slightly off. It's like missing an eye or something like that. That's the kind of image I get from that. I love it. All right, Sag. What's up with the Sages? What's up with Sag? What does Sag need to hear for the month of August? What does Sagittarius need to hear for the month of August? We're getting a lot about grounding energy. We're getting a lot about earth energy in a fiery time. Trust and truth. There's something that there's something you need to trust yourself on. Let's find out what this is, okay? This is grounded, trust, truth, okay? There's something that's going to be illuminated to you or you already know about, and you're being asked to stay 10 toes down and trust your judgment on something here this month. This feels serious, Sag. It feels serious in a sense of like it's just not. This isn't like a trust your intuition and stay grounded about what cereal you want to buy this month. Like this is something bigger. I feel like this is. Let's dive into this because this just feels like it's a lot of energy. This feels like this is big. There's a big decision you're gonna have to make this month, Sag, is what I'm feeling. What's this truth for Sagittarius in the month of August? Tale as old as time. Why am I hearing that, Sag? Somebody coming with the same story? I feel like someone's showing up with the same storyline. What's this truth? What's this truth for Sagittarius? Judgment, universe. Sag, you're swinging the band hammer this month on something. Universe and judgment. The universe is the world. Two of Wands. Two of Wands, the Judgment card, the Universe card, representing the world. You have a big choice to make. You have a big choice to make. You have a big choice to make. You are calling judgment on something to close a cycle. You are being asked to trust yourself. You know your truth. Your truth may be different than the other party's truth or parties that are involved in this, but that's not the point. The point is that you know your truth and you're being asked to trust your truth. I feel like this is a big decision, Sag. I don't feel like this is something little. Can you tip us off a little bit more to what this cycle closing or beginning is here with this truth? You have a choice. You have a choice. And for the Judgment card to come out after the Two of Wands, it's like, Sag, if you don't make this choice based off of your truth and trust yourself, you will regret it. Because it's either not going to close the cycle, and it will make a repeat of the same karmic cycle again. And the fact that we're seeing the Grounded card, the Earth energy, it's like, I feel like somebody wants to play off your emotions here. Can you tell me more about the truth about this cycle? Queen of Cups. I feel like somebody wants to play off of your emotions, Sag. Ooh. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Stay grounded, stay balanced. Because your life is headed towards this Ten of Pentacles, this complete fulfillment, this abundance. Whatever this Ten of Pentacles means to you, Sag. But there is something here. There's someone here that you're going to have to make a choice to call judgment on, that is going to be playing off of your emotions, that either wants to go into this new cycle of Ten of Pentacles with you or keep an old cycle open. This person, place, or thing only equals a repeated lesson in a karmic cycle. And you know the truth about that. You're being asked to call judgment on it and to trust yourself, because you have a Ten of Pentacles here. Undergrounded, Earth energy. Under Earth energy, you have a 2 and 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles, 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 Pentacles. This is all about Earth. This is all about something that you want to manifest. Why is the Trust card here then? What is Sag? I feel like, what is Sag not trusting? What is Sag trusting? What is Sag not trusting about their truth at this time, and where they need to call judgment to land in this Ten of Pentacles this month, please? The Moon, the Queen of Cups, the Prince of Wands. That somebody, why is somebody playing off of your emotions here? Somebody is trying to gain your trust. Somebody is trying to gain your trust by playing off of your emotions. What does this have to do with Sag's Ten of Pentacles? They're spinning illusions. Seven of Cups. What does this have to do? Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords. The truth is there's someone that is part of this Ten of Pentacles, someone in this circle that you're working on this Ten of Pentacles with. So it could be personal, it could be work. They're coming out as a Page of Wands energy, fiery, immature energy, a messenger, someone who talks a lot. This person talks a lot. This person talks a lot. And they're spinning a lot of illusions around some kind of so-called progress that they're making. But you know the truth, or you're about to be revealed to the truth. And the truth is there's a whole lot of talk, not a lot of action going on here. There's someone who's a whole lot of talk and not a lot of action, that's playing off of your emotions, that is not supposed to be going into this Ten of Pentacles cycle with you. They will hinder the start of this Ten of Pentacles cycle, the manifestation of this Ten of Pentacles cycle. And for some reason, this is a karmic lesson, Sag. Like, to not repeat it, Look, you're coming up at the Nine of Pentacles. You're one pentacle away. Who is this Prince of Wands to you? Who, what, when, where, why is this Prince of Wands here? Because you're one pentacle away. This could also be a child. I'm feeling a child energy on this. We know children love to play off our emotions at times. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Prince of Cups in reverse. Princess of Cups in reverse. I feel children all over this. All right? Listen. For some of you Sagittarius, I'm getting the message that it's time to give your adult children the boot. It's time for you to move on. It's hard when the purpose has been parenting, but it's causing a karmic loop for both you and your children by not allowing your children to be the authority of their own lives. This is weird. I never get messages like this, and somebody's going to be pissed off and shut this video off right now, but it's what's coming through. Someone is over-parenting, helicoptering for the point of control over their adult children, and actually what it's doing at the end of the day is stopping you from getting to your Ten of Pentacles. Your purpose, your cycle is about to change, and it equals a Ten of Pentacles. This does not mean that your children are not in your life. This does not mean that your children are not going to reap the rewards. Ten of Pentacles is about legacy. But someone is allowing their adult children to bleed them dry and play off of their emotions, and it's actually keeping you from getting to this Ten of Pentacles. Now, I see you in a Nine of Pentacles energy, singular abundant energy. So this Ten of Pentacles, what they're saying for some of you, is a relationship. It's a relationship that will equal this Ten of Pentacles manifestation. But for some reason, you have older children that you feel like will be upset if you take this leap away or towards this relationship, when what I'm clearly hearing is that they're adults and it's none of the damn business. You're headed towards the Ten of Pentacles. There's younger energies that are manipulating you from closing a cycle. It's time to call judgment, to make the choice to call judgment, to trust yourself. Because the truth is, it's time for you to move on to a different cycle of your life. Listen, if this resonates with you, you already know this. You already know this. You already know this. And with children, it is the hardest, isn't it? They know how to play on our heartstrings. Okay? Any final advice on this for Sag? You're in beautiful energy. I'm clearly getting a channel that for some of you, you've been single for a long time. And there's a relationship that you want to move on to that you know is part of that Ten of Pentacles. And the only thing that's stopping you is older children who will become emotionally disappointed if you get involved with someone else. But they need to figure that out, not you. They need to figure that out. It's not something they need to be shielded from. Any final advice? That was a very specific channel. Oh, look at that, the Magician. The Magician, the High Priest, the Hangman, and the King of Swords. Yeah. go into a higher perspective about your truth here, because there's something more. Even though you're a very abundant person, there's something extra here that you want to manifest in this Magician energy, going from this 9 of Pentacles to this 10 of Pentacles. Okay? And listen, you're pure of heart, Sag. You're a high priest, high priestess, which means you're pure of heart. Are some people going to get their feelings hurt? Yeah. Some people that have been playing off of your emotional energy are going to get their feelings hurt when you say no. Yep, they are. But you're pure of heart. You're pure of heart. And there's someone messing with the closing and starting of new cycles with emotional space. I really do feel a lot of like parental energy on this, like parent-childhood stuff. Okay? All right. Something to be introspective about this month, Sag, if that resonates with you. Good for you, Limelight. Okay, we have the 8/8 portal coming up. We have we got a full moon coming up on the 9th. So I will be seeing you all quite a bit this month, actually. And I'm always looking forward to it. Always looking forward to it. Again, all of these will be time-stamped for you as soon as the video finishes processing, which does take a while on YouTube. But as soon as it does, I will run the transcript, get it time-stamped. I'll also post it on the community page. So if you were not able to hang out to get your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever it is that you choose to watch, it'll be easier. And as always, it is such a pleasure hanging out with you all. Had some fun spirit energy coming through tonight. So I am back this Saturday for a live also. Yes, we are back to our regularly scheduled lives on Saturday. So if we don't get to hang out before then, I will definitely see you Saturday and looking forward to it. Yes, thank you as always to all the moderators. Happy birthday, Bunny Rabbit and Alicia. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. And to all of the Leos, happy birthday season. Hi, Cristobal. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all Saturday.